live with it.
But see, mine have disappeared. If you look at mine,
I know. I should have put mine in the back, and I didn't. So
I enjoy putting mine in the back.
What are you gonna do?
If there's ever a chance for me to put mine in the back, I stick it back there.
No, I got the joke the first time.
It's a butt sex joke, is what it is. All right. Let's see.
Oh, that is good. That's some good stuff. I started to get hooked on the cardio stuff, the cardio mix stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good.
What cardio mix? What?
It's a cardio. It's called cardio. It's the product is cardio, and I tried it, and it's pretty good. I feel more energetic. I feel more energetic, and it's wonderful, and it's really helped me increase my energy.
Good
cardio,
because I need a damn nap.
They need a commercial. I'm here for them. That's all I'm saying.
All right, fine. Hang on.
All right, so we. Okay.
Biomechanical love monkeys.
Yeah, baby.
Straight out of the DFW Metroplex, it's Saturday Morning Live.
Yes, it
with
is.
Jeff Fisher from Chewing the Fat and Brad Staggs from the Daily Mojo. I'm tired of playing this game of pretending that you guys will ever get a big-name artist to be on your stupid show. So, here are your hosts, Brad Staggs and Jeff Fisher.
It's kind of funny. He's a little uppity today. I'm not Stu. He's a little uppity. So we're coming up on the big Thanksgiving week. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live with myself and Brad, who will be along in a moment. He's just making sure that doing all the dials and making sure everything is right. But I just want to tell you that I know this is a big travel week for everyone. But if you're planning on going to Laos, and who isn't? I mean, who doesn't want to spend Thanksgiving in Laos? Be careful what you drink. Now, that's probably good advice no matter what country you're in. But a couple of Americans and a couple of Australians have died after reportedly drinking alcohol tainted with methanol. That's that chemical found in antifreeze. And it's an ingredient that they put in bootleg alcohol because it's a cheap filler there in Laos. Well, it's a cheap filler anywhere, but they're using it in Laos.
Aren't we cheap filler?
It's a cheap filler, yeah. And we're filled with methanol, so just go easy. And so if you're going to Laos for Thanksgiving, be careful. Don't drink the cheap booze because it may be tainted with methanol.
I love Laos at Thanksgiving. Usually they just come over to the house.
Thanksgiving.
They come over to the house. The Laos. Thank you. These are the. I'm seriously. I'm trying to sober up from last night. So if I go off half cocked, you know what it is. I'm just
okay.
I'm still trying to. Hey, Friday nights are a big deal at the motel.
Are they what you have? What you're experiencing? Is it from a legal night on the town, or
define legal?
Using things that are okay to take under the law of the state of Texas.
Using things that grow from the ground, things that God put on the earth for us to use.
You're telling me what you ingested was grown from the ground?
Well, I don't know if it was actually formed into little gummy bears, but it seemed like it.
Those little gummy bear bushes are everywhere.
They are.
Just can't help yourself.
I was
can't help yourself.
Eating from the gummy bear bush last night. Can I just say it was amazing? So if there's any mistakes, it's not me.
We're blaming it on the gummy bear bush.
Right. Wonder what this button does.
All right.
Know what that
I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't do anything.
But it sure is shiny and bright.
It really is shiny. And
so when you disappeared for a little bit, I noticed you have what is it? What is the thing behind you? Is it the truck lights or the back window police lights? Like right behind you, the light that stops and then shoots. No, you can't even see it now. You can't see it now. It's behind you. No, you can't. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, you can kind of see it in the corner there. See it? What is that?
It's the
Is that-
cops
is that
waiting
like-
outside to put me in
That's what I thought.
the paddy
That's
wagon.
what I thought. Okay.
Do you know
That's
paddy
what I
wagon
thought.
is racist?
Oh boy.
Paddy
Why?
wagon is racist because
I did. First of all, I didn't say it if it is, but
it
go
is,
ahead.
and it's the frickin' Irish. I mean, the Irish are still causing a problem.
Oh,
I mean, they started when the minute they
should
walked
have never
off.
let
the-
them into the country.
Right,
Should have
exactly.
Never let them into the
It's-
country.
The Irish have been the troublemakers of America since they got off the damn boat in New York Harbor
Right.
all those years ago. And I'm thankful that Trump is getting ready to mass deport all of the Irish because they have to
Get
go.
rid of them all.
Right.
Go in hiding right now.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
the Irish.
That's
So
what I-
Trump is going to recreate the paddy wagon, and we're
Yep.
going to get rid of them. Is what
I
you're
think-
telling
and
me?
I think that's a fabulous idea. I don't know
All
where the
right,
hell you
awesome.
want to go, so I'm just pushing that button.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, we mentioned Thanksgiving in Laos, and I was waiting to see what the latest report was for the Thanksgiving food costs. And I was looking at this chart right here. If you just scroll down just a little bit so we can have the entire chart. That would
Nothing
be-
I do is ever
There you
good
go.
enough
Thank
for you,
you.
is it, Peg?
Can you scroll? Can you make it larger?
Oh, make it bigger.
That's what she
Make
said.
it smaller.
No, not
Make
that.
it-
Go down.
Wait,
Go down.
what am I-
Stay on the chart.
What am I doing?
Stay on the chart.
That's
Yes,
not a-
that right there.
That is not
Okay,
a
so
chart.
this chart,
That's an
that chart
illustration.
says that. Okay, whatever. Yeah, there we go. So there, if you look at this, most of these items they claim are down in price, and I find that hard to believe. But that's what they say. So, you know, you're looking at the potatoes are down 25%. The ham is down. The only thing there's a couple things that are up. What was it? Oh yeah, the cranberries. Who cares? Nobody eats those anyway.
And rolls.
Stuffing and rolls. Yeah. So
Wait
that's,
a minute.
that's
What? And why don't we eat
wait,
cranberries? Why don't we eat What is it about cranberries that we don't tend to enjoy?
First of all, I've had to have them on my Thanksgiving table for years because there's always just that one person that
Right.
likes cranberries. And so I slide it out of the can and set it on the plate. Here you go.
I
Eat
think
what
that's
you
the
want.
worst part. It still looks like the can when you stick it out there. I don't know why.
There you go. When my folks were alive, rest in peace. We used to have. There was a lady in the neighborhood that would come over who I loved. She's gone now too, but she made this cranberry marshmallow thing salad every year for her dish to pass when she would join us for some big meal, and we had to enjoy it because this is this old woman making her bowl of cranberry stuff for us for a dish to pass, and we had to oh yes, it's great. It
Tell
was just
Myrtle
nasty.
it's good. Just tell her you
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Just tell her you like it. Take
My
some, get it, and put some on your plate,
God, I
and then
didn't.
when she's not looking, throw it away.
Just tell her. Just you feed the dog underneath the table.
No, I'm not giving it to the dog either. I'm just throwing it away. Okay?
My mom used to make this green bean casserole.
Oh, I love green bean casserole.
Ugh. No, not the way she made it. I mean, it was okay. I shouldn't diss her because she's dead too, but since she's not here to defend herself, I just never liked it. I mean, I was just never a big fan of the.
Green bean casserole with
Green
cream of mushroom soup, and then
Yeah.
you put some crinkled onions on the top at
Yes.
the end, do bacon, get a little crispy. I
You
love
knew my
that.
mom?
Those are delicious.
Wait,
yeah,
I
love
never
those.
saw you at the Thanksgiving day, but you were eating
Yeah, I
the
was there.
same casserole.
I was there. Yeah, I was down there.
We ate of the
I
same
love
casserole.
the green bean casserole. I also like the what's the thing that the sweet potato pie with or sweet potatoes with marshmallows and stuff. Ooh, that's so good.
I'm thinking
Can't
of
be
the
healthy
Alabama
for you,
song.
but I
I'm thinking
love
of the Alabama songs. The sweet potato pie.
It's not sweet potato pie. It's just sweet potato. I forget what it's called, but it's got marshmallows.
Shut up! I
in it.
can't think of
It's so
this.
good.
What is this?
Nobody makes it anymore. It's very disappointing.
My mouth and crush my high.
But I can't believe all these products, just the rolls and the stuffing, because it has bread in it, are
Well,
up, according to this.
Here's
And
the
everything
thing.
else is down.
It's down,
So is
but it's-
Bidenomics working?
No, because it's still up over
Bidenomics is
the
working.
pre-pandemic. No, Corinne Jean-Pierre.
Oh,
it's
that's
not.
the way that works. Oh,
It's,
okay.
It's still
All right,
up
never
over
mind.
the pre-pandemic. Back
Okay.
before life went to a
Okay.
shitter. Back in the day, back when life was
Okay.
normal.
All right.
Those
Why do
days.
you love Putin? All right. Fine.
And hold on a second, because where did he go? Joe Rogan. Where the hell did he go? I had Joe Rogan right the hell here from his little comedy special.
That's so old now.
I had never seen the damn thing.
It's been out for 1,000 years.
No,
I mean, we've moved
you
way
had
past
not.
this, man.
No,
I don't know where you've been in life. I thought you did a show every day on your little Mojo 50 thing.
I don't. I mean, it just,
This
here.
was a news story
Wait a
100
minute.
years ago.
Here, wait a second.
We've moved on. Joe Rogan is a dinosaur believer now, or whatever his new tagline is, because of The View. We've moved past.
It's also Thanksgiving in Buffalo Land.
Only thought is escape.
What does this have to do with Joe Rogan?
Well, see, because it doesn't. I found the buffalo and I couldn't find Joe Rogan, so I decided to go. Technically, they're bison, and
oh yeah, there's no buffalo anymore. It's just bison. Yeah, I got it.
Well,
okay.
no, it is, but they're bison. And by the way, they have nasty
I
attitudes.
understand. There's no buffaloes anymore. They're bison. I got it.
And this is, I mean, next time you think about going up and petting the fluffy cow, remember they are dicks.
He's just saying, here you go, wolves, eat this guy. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
I'm in charge now.
Bob the Bison
nice
is like, and he knocks Kevin down, and they're like, what the? And so the wolves are having a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there you go.
Kevin, however,
they were bringing him down anyway. The the bison.
Bison.
Bob the Bison just helped him out.
Words matter. Why don't we just call it? You know what? It's
they?
people like you who caused the bathroom bill to take center stage in D.C. Guys, why don't we just call them buffalo? Even though they're not buffalo, they're bison. Why don't we just call them kangaroos? Can't we just call them squirrels?
They're not kangaroos. No, they're
they could
not
be.
kangaroos.
What
they're
if
not
Bob?
squirrels.
What
they're
if Bob
buffalo.
the Bison there Excuse me, that's Kevin. I mean, you can.
Kevin's the one getting killed. Yeah,
They don't all look alike. Well, some of them do.
Look at the difference in size. If you stop it right when Bob comes up on him, he's the big one. He's the main one. He's handing over. Stop. Look, he's the big one.
Bob is the big boy.
He's handing over Kevin as an honorary offering to the wolves, man. Here you go.
And he just right in the butt.
Yeah, get out of here. We're knocking you down. I'm sick of the wolves coming closer to my team. Get out of here.
I mean, that is a douchebag right there. That is Bob the douchebag.
That's saving
Bison.
the herd. That's saving the herd. One saves the rest of the herd.
How is that saving the herd? That's killing part of the herd. Kevin, do you know how many good years Kevin had left?
You understand.
Kevin the Bison.
That means the wolves are tied down with Kevin, and he can go move the rest of the herd and save them.
They're pack animals. They're all
bigger
sit,
picture. The bigger picture.
The bigger picture is that Kevin is dead, and he had hopes and dreams just like Bob the Bison.
Oh, well. Plus, Kevin, at one point, if he was a growing bison, because there are no buffaloes, if Kevin had hopes, those hopes and dreams would have tried to take Bob's place as the ruler of the bison, and Bob was not having any of that. Those hopes and dreams are shot down right now.
Sergeant Twan says good morning over in the YouTube. Sorry, I'm looking.
I saw someone ask at some point how do they communicate with the show during the show.
That was Toby, and I said, dude, Toby knows how to do it. It's you go to the places where there are people, and you communicate.
Well, he was just trying to point out that we should promote that. Okay.
He was just, what he was trying to do? He was trying to rile up the crowd. That's what Toby was, because Toby's a riler-upper.
I would like to know if he's partying with the Formula One race that has everything locked down in Vegas this weekend.
Oh, that's right. That's still, that Fuster Cluck.
It's just a news story. Don't worry about it, Brad. You just do I know you do a news show every day, but that's just something that's happening around the world. Don't worry about it.
Do I? Because I don't really.
I feel like it's a questionable thing now.
The news gets so depressing, and after a while, it just. Hang on a second. Formula. All right, Formula Vegas.
Oh, jeez.
They're having a race in Vegas with Formula One cars.
Amazing. It started last night. Amazing. I wouldn't want you to, follow any of the news. I know you were partying last night, eating your
Oh
plants.
man, did I mention I am so high right now? I just look at those colors. That is. Look at how fast those move.
Oh, yeah, I know. And they just close down the streets, and it's not really a race. Formula One is kind of agonizing, but they all think they're great. Everybody loves them, so whatever.
It disrupts everything.
It's kind of boring. Oh yeah, no doubt about that, man. No
Vegas.
doubt about that. Whatever city they're in, I mean, it's just locked right down, man.
And
I know.
Do they really make the city that much? I didn't even look to see how much money Vegas made.
They claim, and I didn't save the story, but they claim. I mean, they were saying this, how much the city made. Oh, I could find that.
Wait a minute!
out.
Don't you do a news program every day, and you didn't save the story?
I know about the thing. I don't
remember
the exact numbers.
At the rest of us for not saving the story.
They did. The story I read. I looked at the headline. Did give a number of what they believed or what they reported the city made last year from the Formula One race. And I thought, okay, all right, if you say so. I feel like it was.
While you're looking for that, I found Joe Rogan. Hang on.
Oh,
it's just
great.
good to see everybody having a good time. The country's almost back to normal.
Oh, you colorized it because it was black and white, the original performance.
COVID was just so strange. We lost a lot of people during COVID, and most of them are still alive.
I just got that. I just understood that line. Okay.
Right?
Right.
There's a lot of people that I don't fuck with anymore. Before COVID, I would have told you
big guy
that
words.
vaccines are the most important invention in human history.
Right.
After COVID, I'm like, I don't think we went to the moon. I think Michelle Obama's got a dick. I think Pizzagate is real. I think there's direct energy weapons in Antarctica. I'm just kidding. I don't think Michelle Obama's got a dick, but I believe all that other shit.
He's right. He's right. Here's what I'm starting to think is that during the Rona, what they did when they had everybody all locked down in our houses, they pumped something through the water supply. But they only did it to some houses. And those are the ones what they've done is their A/B test. Our control group. I feel like I might be in the control group because I don't feel like a moron, and yet there are some people that just went full retard. And I'm thinking that those are the people. By the way, that probably will get bleeped out on YouTube, and on Facebook. But I think those are the people that got the whatever drug they were sending down the line in the water supply.
So let me get this straight. You could promote that they poisoned the water.
Can you call it a poison?
In people's homes, but you can't say retard.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
Well, those
Maybe
are
you're
Facebook
right.
rules.
Maybe you're right. You may be right.
Those are Facebook rules.
You may be right. Okay, so they claim that last year's Vegas Grand Prix brought in $1.5 billion to Nevada's economy. I know. I know.
I'm wondering who saw that money.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I just know that 3.8 mile track begins at a racing garage with drivers reaching speeds of up to 217 miles per hour as they head down the Vegas Strip, passing resorts and landmark venues where people should be walking instead of behind fences, including the Venetian, the Bellagio, and iconic Sphere.
That Sphere.
That's pretty cool.
Have you driven? You haven't been there since they put that in, have you?
I've never been to Vegas, actually.
You've never been to You've never been to my birthplace? You've never done the annual pilgrimage to the birthplace?
It's a city I've always wanted to go to, and I just never have for some reason. And I don't know. I don't know the reason why. It just never has happened.
Could it be money?
That could be, but at the time there was a time in my life where I thought I had a couple of dollars. I was wrong, but I thought I had a couple of dollars, and it would have been the time that I would have gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was a 20-year span there. No, okay, 2-year span there when I thought I had a couple extra dollars in my pocket.
Right.
And
But
I
you
would have
didn't.
gone there, but it just never happened. I don't understand because I've
Well-
been, you know, all over this great country, and I just never been there.
And I don't mean to diss modern Vegas because it has its own unique beauty.
Oh, here we go.
It
Grandpa.
looks like
Okay.
it looks like New York City now, which is sad because I miss old Vegas 2.0. We're on like
Right.
Vegas 4.0 now. Vegas,
Right.
the OG
I mean, we're
Vegas
darn-
back in the
probably close-
50s.
Using your analogy, we're probably closer to 6 or 7.0.
We could
now.
be.
I mean, yeah.
Vegas in the 50s with the mob and all that was OG Vegas. Then you had Vegas 2.0, which is what I experienced in the 80s, which is it was still amazing, and you had the $2 buffets and you got steak dinners for $1.99, and
It's kind of a small town feel, though.
it did. And then in the
you still
90s,
kind of had a small time. You know, aside from I know all the tourists came, but the people there in Vegas felt like there was just a small town. And we're in Vegas.
yes. And then in the 90s they started building like the Excalibur and all of that,
Yeah.
and it turned into a freaking clown show, and from there we have what we have now, which is a glass menagerie, which is sad, and now I'm depressed. So thanks.
And we have thousands of people living in those tunnels underneath the city. And
I'll just be
Just
over
sad.
here. I'll be
just
crying.
it's just sad. Okay.
I'll be fine.
All right. I know. I understand. I can.
Oh,
I don't know what. I mean, what,
I have a meme. Hang
Okay.
on. There's a meme.
all right.
Freebie 38 had this one in the chat room. I'm trying to figure it out. So we got your garlic bread, we've got bread, and then we have gluten free with nuts.
Oh,
I'm not
I
sure.
don't get it.
I don't know that
I
I
don't
get it.
get
I
it.
mean, I'm good with garlic bread. I'm good with bread. I get see.
I
it's
mean, every once in a while, you gotta have me some gluten free with nuts. I'm not going to turn it down.
I don't. Well, I just. I don't know that that's what that's saying, but it's possible. That,
I feel like it is.
I do have a
feel
hankering
like it
all of a sudden for some garlic bread, and I don't.
I know it's been some time since I've had some garlic bread in this house as well. It needs to happen, actually.
I mean, just a moment of silence for
Okay.
garlic bread.
Okay. So the back to that gets us back to your little stupid bathroom bill. All right. We are almost at World War III. And I know this is Saturday Morning Live, so I apologize for bringing this up, but Brad started it with his damn bathroom bill talk. We are almost in World War III. And I truly believe in my heart that the president-elect Donald Trump will save us. I believe that. That doesn't mean that he will. And
Wait a minute.
It might
Aren't
not.
you the same guy in 2016 rubbed Cheetos all over your face?
Yeah,
I remember distinctly there were
that was a funny bit.
there were four of
That was a
you, I
funny bit.
believe,
You
standing
kidding me?
over in a hallway disparaging Orange Man, and now
That was a funny bit.
now
I
you
would
want
rub
on the Trump
Cheetos on
train.
my face again. I would rub Cheetos on my face again. And anytime I see a video of him, I know that he's just either come back from the Cheeto machine or it's time to go to the Cheeto machine. That's a good bit. Okay. But I still believe, like I said,
How'd you get it to stick to
Donald
your
Trump
face
is going
so
to
well?
pull us from the brink.
What did you have to
Yes, it
spritz
did.
on your face
They-
to get it to stick
I don't
so
recall.
well?
I don't
Because
recall what they did.
It did work. It worked. It worked quite well.
But
But he is.
However,
I share your optimism. Is the point
we're
of what I'm trying to
fighting
make.
over who can use the freaking bathrooms in our congressional buildings. It's unbelievable to me. First of all, they all have their own bathrooms, which I when this story first broke,
Mhm.
I mean, when they were first really had the big fight about it, I was like, well, how are we even in Congress if I don't have my own restroom? I don't have to go to the
Right.
bathroom down the hall every time I'm in Washington, do I? No. So you get what you have. We've given you your own freaking bathroom. All right, so get over it. What they're talking about is the bathhouse, and I know the Senate has a bathhouse. Yeah,
There's a
the Senate has a
bathhouse?
bathhouse. I don't know if Congress has a bathhouse. Oh yeah, remember what's his face's book talked about the bathhouse.
Like
The one
West
senator's
Hollywood
book.
bathhouses. Like,
Yeah, what's his name?
that's a
'Cause he
weird
talked- it
name,
was-
but I'll
he-
go with it.
He talked about he's dead now, but he talked about
Abraham Lincoln.
No, because we've made the joke on Pat's show about in his book. He talked about John Thune coming into the bathhouse, and he had the body of a Greek god.
McLean.
Not Orrin Hatch. Shoot, I can't remember his name now. Anyway,
well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that one because I was getting anxious.
Anyway.
All right.
I know the Senate has a bathhouse, so maybe the congressmen don't have a bathhouse; they just have a gym or whatever. I don't know.
How do they get by on such meager accommodations?
I don't know. I don't know how they get by on such meager accommodation. They have their own pharmacy. That one pharmacy delivers them whatever meds they need. They have their own gym because you can't expect a congressperson or a senator to work out with the unwashed masses at LA Fitness. So that's not going to happen. Okay.
Or to pee in front of other human beings.
That's not going to happen. But so there's public restrooms and that's what we're talking about. I get it. But this particular congressperson has not gone through the transition, right? This is just, this congressperson just believes that they are female.
We don't know that they have. We don't know that they haven't.
Yeah, because they would have told us. Because what's her face? Rachel Levine has gone through the entire
Excuse me,
process.
you will refer to them as the Admiral. How dare you?
What's her face?
What's
her face?
Rachel
the Admiral. What's
the
her face?
Admiral.
The Admiral. I know. What's her face? The Admiral has gone through the transition. So,
our royalty.
I'm okay if you've gone through the transition. Me personally, if you've done all that, you know what? Okay, you're a girl. I got you. You're a girl. Fine. If you've gone through the transition and you're a girl into a man, okay, you're a man. And I know the argument is, WXYZ, they're still a man, they're still a woman. I got it. But they've taken some steps to change, who they are and who they believe they are. So, okay, I'll play that game with them. But if you're just saying it, hey, I'm a woman now. No, you're not.
For the record, this is Sarah McBride, the incoming trans. What a set of knockers on that one, huh?
Her husband, I can't talk about him. Never mind, he's dead. I can't talk about the old boyfriend husband.
I want to talk about the amazing rack on that one because look at those bad boys. Those are amazing.
Okay, well then there you go.
Yeah,
but that's just a he/she.
How dare you objectify a he/she in that way? By the way, he/she is offensive. It's like calling the little people midgets.
I'm in a lot of trouble today because
you can't call them midgets. You can't say they're retarded, and they're not he/she's, and they're not she-males, and they're not lady boys.
They are.
Well, they
the
might be
websites
lady
I go
boys.
to, but never mind.
It depends on how much you pay them. They can be a lady boy, but I just want to get back to that one. That is a rack right there. Is that not?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Get it up.
I'm objectifying a woman, aren't I? I mean, how? Show them to me. I mean, this argument could be over with right now if you just whoop them on out there. Whoop them puppies out. Hold on, I have a side-by-side. If you were so inclined, stand by.
I'm not really, but go ahead.
All right, have I mentioned I'm just high as a kite and I really just don't care anymore. There we got, you got your factory original there on the left and your Ultra Mod on the right. And
nice.
Actually, that's photoshopped is what that is right
there. It's probably photoshopped for both of them.
Yeah, no doubt. Because we just saw the other one with a nice rack. That would be the one on the right. And she doesn't look that good. You think it's her hair.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
Okay.
I mean, if you're going to put yourself in the class of women, then you're going to have to be prepared to be objectified and graded.
That's just the way it is.
I didn't make the rules. I just try to live by them most of the time.
I mean, I struggle with this whole thing really because I had a person that worked for me for a long time that was going through a transition, and it was very hard for her because she was transitioning into a him. And I know that I personally have seen the struggle and how hard it was. And I mean that sincerely.
Is this code for penis? Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, they were going through the complete transition. She was turning into a man.
Got the addictomy.
And had lived as a man outside of where we worked, because when I hired her as a she, and I was the only one that, like, I would still call her by her real name, and she would get so mad at me. And she gets so mad at me because I would call her girl
That's dead
name.
naming,
So
and that is not
yeah,
nice. Don't dead name.
She would get so mad at me, or he would get so mad at me. But
I
loved him. But my point is that I do understand and have seen personally the struggle that they go. I know the struggle, and I know the bathroom struggle, because it's such a, they live as a certain type of person outside of work. This is what McBride is doing. And now she has to go to work, and they want her to change, or him to change, the way he's been living their life out in the world. And I know it's a struggle. I get it. On the other, and then the flip side of that is, I just use your own bathroom and leave me alone. We gave you a bathroom in your office. Shut up.
I just miss the good old simple days. The good old simple days of Jerry Springer.
I'm here today to meet the woman of my dreams. I've been talking to this girl on the internet for a while. I've actually been trying to save some money to go see this woman.
Did you talk to her online?
I go to the library, believe it or not, to
Okay.
talk to this woman. I met her on MySpace,
Yeah.
and she's a very beautiful woman. She's
Never
tall,
on
skinny,
MySpace.
redhead, very beautiful.
Damn
woman.
internet's been ruining the world for
Why don't we do this?
years.
'Cause you've never met her
Never
before.
met her.
Well, then I'm going to ask you to leave for a few moments, and we want to bring her out, let the audience meet her.
Okay. Predictions? Anybody? Predictions?
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good to see you.
I'm Sarah. Move over, or I'm going to kick your ass.
I'm
guess.
there from MySpace. Hi, nice
this-
to meet you.
This doesn't smell at all set up, by the way.
No.
Not at all.
Jerry was
set up.
Jerry was a funny guy. He used to come down to visit. He was always on one of the morning shows in our building when I was in Tampa. When I was on the radio in Tampa, and I'd see him all the time. He's a strange cat, or was. Is he still alive?
Isn't he
Springer
dead?
died, right? Yeah, I think he died.
Dead or
Very sad.
Canadian? I don't.
Either one or the other. Yeah.
Either one, yeah.
And then we can both observe you two meeting, which will be a nice moment in your life, okay?
Or
if you
will
would
it?
just,
All right, thanks a lot.
leave her. We'll have you back in a moment. Thank you.
All right.
So,
All right, we get to meet
Go to
them.
your
her
soundproof.
name
Go to
is
your
Jody.
soundproof booth.
Jody.
Yeah.
All right, let's
You know,
bring
by
out
the way-
Bob.
Having been in this business for a very long time, I have never seen one of those soundproof rooms.
Really?
Nope. Well, I take that back. I will take.
We have one at the Play Studios.
The phone booth thingy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the first. I was going to say that was the first time whenever they bought that one. The first time I'd ever seen anything like that.
Because it's a recording. It's supposed to be a portable
Right.
recording studio
Yeah.
or whatever, but it is legitimately a soundproof booth.
Right. So maybe that's where dude was going to. But I don't know if they had those in the, what was this, 1992? Whenever it was.
Yeah. Whoa, that's not what I expected.
Hi, Joby.
Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Jerry.
You met here, Brad, here on the internet.
Yes,
Yeah, his name's Brad.
we met on MySpace.
On MySpace. And what attracted you to him?
He was cute. He seemed very nice when in the message he sent me.
Yeah.
He's very nice.
And you think this could be the
Between
one?
turning tricks on the street, I just thought I'd message him and see if we could
You
get
have a
together.
secret to tell.
Yeah, as a crack whore, I can't keep my expectations too high.
That's right.
So I like to manage them more appropriately for my status in life.
I'm hoping I'm here. I know he's got an apartment and stuff. I'm hoping maybe I got a place to crash.
Right. Because
Just hang out with each other.
and to throw my old crack whore needles.
Yes,
And your secret is?
I'm a man, Jerry.
What?
No.
Wait a minute.
Stop.
What's a man, Jerry?
Here, feel this. That's a man, Jerry.
$20,
Okay?
same as downtown.
He says he wants to meet me, you know, he tried to get a bus ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
I said I'd just call the Jerry Springer show, you know, because
Yeah.
then it'll give it more of a twist.
Yeah, give it more of a twist. You know what I'm
Were
saying?
we just stupid back then when these were on? Did we all know that they were?
Whoa.
I mean, the women who watch these shows, were they just stupid, or did
I feel like Springer and the shows similar to Springer were not just women, but go ahead.
you don't think men bought into this crap, do you?
Absolutely.
What his reaction is going to be. But you really care about him. This isn't just to play a trick on someone. You really want him to be okay with you.
Oh yeah, I do.
Now, okay, how about
He really gives her a chub.
Now here's Brad.
Oh yeah, I do. I got to keep my legs crossed though. Okay, stop for a second. So this is the old joke. Remember years ago, and it's such hateful. I mean, it truly is hateful. Where you would say, I was out drinking, and I met this girl, went back, and then I got her back to the apartment, and I felt down there, and I felt her man part, and I said, "Get the hell out of here! What do you? I can't stand that. Nobody can do that. You're trying to pull the wool over my eyes." And so it's just full of hate, is what it was years ago. So I mean, we have a little bit more love in our hearts in today's world. So he's still buying in, according to our beliefs here on the Jerry Springer Show, that Bob is female.
Bob is Bobby.
So do we lift? Does Jerry let her lift up the skirt
I
and
just-
say,
I just
"Surprise,
noticed. Look at his eyes. Look where his eyes are going.
surprise"? Well, you're checking out the breasts. That's what you do. Go ahead.
I don't think that's where his. I don't think. I don't know.
Oh, back it up. We'll check it out.
Back
it
now,
is.
here's Brad.
Backing up.
Look at this.
All right, let's see. Okay, there's the boobs. There's the boobs.
Yeah.
You're right. It was a boob check. Sorry. Like a brake check, it was a boob check.
It's kind of nervous on national TV, I know, but like I wanted to ask, like maybe like you could be my girlfriend.
Well, Brad, I have to tell you, I'm a man.
I'm going to say that that's not how you break the news.
No kidding. 100%. 100%. That's because
That's bad form.
it's yes.
I mean, you start gently. It's the on the roof, grandma's on the roof thing. It's you don't grandma died. It's I'm not a man.
Yeah,
Look, I think we have a lot in common.
Right. We have a lot in common. I'm so happy to meet you for the first time.
Right.
Hey, by the way,
Check this boner out.
By the way, I know you're planning on checking me out, and I saw you checking out my breasts and everything, but here, check out this, something like that.
Right.
You don't just. I agree with you there, 100%. Yeah.
Let's see whose is bigger.
This is Jerry Springer, knife in the heart right off the bat.
Yeah, and it feels like the floor director came out and said, "We got to move this along. We got like
we got to get to it.
Let's move on. So just cut right to the chase there. All right, let's
tell him to get to the point.
Right, and boy did she.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I'll try anything once.
Oh!
Didn't see that one coming.
No, you didn't. A good comeback to whatever his name is. I'll try anything once. I mean, look. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, a man kissing a man. That's so gross.
I know. Look at the audience. Shut up. Freak trailer park people all with it.
You know how many of those dudes right there are homos? A lot of them. They're just not They're not comfortable in their own skin, and they're making fun.
The guy down in the right-hand corner or left-hand corner, depending on where you're looking at, and he's got his hand over his mouth, and he's a funny-looking dude anyway. He's the one that stood up at first with his buck teeth. But the girl was looking at him like, "See, that's the same thing that you do." Stupid. That's stupid.
I do miss the good old days.
Were these good old days, though?
I think they were. I think they were the good old days. Oh, crap.
Oh no.
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but it's time for a quick
are
break.
you?
You'll be right back.
Is that where?
And they're back. Brad Staggs and Jeff Fisher.
Oh, so many buttons. Hold on a second. What? There. That's it.
Speaking of our title today, Biochemical Love Monkeys.
Monkeys. Yeah.
Do you realize that we still have monkeys on the loose in South Carolina? We still have emus on the loose in South Carolina. What is happening with America? You're telling me with all the technology we have, two emus go on the loose. We haven't caught them. Monkeys, I think we have 4 monkeys still on the loose in South Carolina that they haven't caught. And the last report was that we think they're right next to the Alpha Genesis lab, but they might not be. We just don't know.
Did you send me anything on that? I'm looking for
No, I didn't. I thought of it when I was looking at the stupid Biomechanical Monkey, Love Monkey, or whatever the title is. Because this is incredible to me. I've given updates on chewing, but it's just amazing to me in today's world that they're still on the loose.
Haven't they at least warned people don't try to feed the monkeys if you come across the monkeys?
They've told them. I mean, it's been a couple weeks now for the monkeys. They've told residents, keep your windows and doors locked. Now they've got most of them back. They said the monkeys came back to the fence, and then they would tease them with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and then they would finally come in. And the other monkeys were, boo boo, we've got peanut butter and jelly. And the other monkeys would come in and try to, that's how they caught them. But they're claiming there's 4 still missing. I don't know if they've been murdered. I don't know if somebody has stolen them. We don't know. They haven't told us. They put out their thermal imaging drones and all this stuff, and they still don't know. The last report was the guy from Alpha Genesis said, well, we believe that they're right next to our fencing there, but we really just don't know where they're at. What? And the emus have been on the run for at least a week now. And 2 emus. Are you kidding me? Thelma and Louise, the 2 emus. And they've been on the run. Nobody has said, hey, there they are. That's just amazing to me, that's all.
Arlen Specter.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Arlen Specter.
Thank you, Michael Smith.
At the body of a Greek god. Yeah, that was in his book. Yeah.
Was he gay?
No. He was just commenting on what Thorne looked like coming into the bathhouse.
You can't do that. You can't look at another man's junk and say that without just being gay.
Well, Arlen could. He's Arlen Specter.
It doesn't work that way. Hold on a second. Just real quickly. Bitcoin, $98,639 and a penny. And
boy, am I glad I bought a couple hundred of those at $30 a Bitcoin. I am so rich right now.
How many did Stu buy?
I don't know.
And it was when it was 30 cents, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean we've talked about this before, and it's depressing to talk about because we spent months talking about how we should buy Bitcoin at $100 at I think it started under 100 actually. My last one in my mind I remember was like 300 or something like that, and it was like, yeah, we got to do that. Yeah, we got to do that. And some people did, and then there's people like me who didn't, and it's very disappointing.
Some people was Stu, and he bought like a bazillion of them. It was May 2010. The first was it less than a penny? Can you imagine if you at a penny? Let's say you bought 100 of them.
Yeah. I know.
98,500. It got all the way to 99,754. I didn't even know it had gone this high until I got a text from Stu saying, I can't believe I didn't get a text from you saying it was 90,000. Because last I knew it was 665.
I told you to text him again, doofus.
I did.
It would have been funny.
I did.
It would have been funny if you did what I told you to do.
I did.
But
and I said, Jeff told me to text you again. And he's like, who is this? And I'm like, it's Brad. He's like, I told you never to text me. If you had just
done what I told you to do, it would have been funny and it would have been a comedy bit.
Look,
but no.
I know comedy. I know good comedy.
I feel like you don't.
2 nuns walk into a bar. XRP right now. This is your opportunity to be able in 5 years to tell the story of I bought XRP when it was $1.57, and now it's $8,000 because XRP is $1.57, and I know somebody who may have gotten into it when it was 51 cents.
Oh, there you go.
Which means that $100 at 51 cents is what?
$101, something like that. I may be off on my math, but carry the one.
Like 160. That's $116, right? They made like at least five. They made some money. You know, it's funny when you don't know. Hey,
I mean, for sure. I want to be clear. So this is not Saturday Morning Live investment chat.
Nope.
We're not giving people investment advice, man. That's for sure.
Nope.
For whatever reason you're listening and watching, do not.
Nope.
You do not want to take investment advice from me. Nope. I don't know about Brad, but not from me, man, because no.
We are qualified.
The whole thing about buying low and selling high, that's a funny premise.
We're qualified to judge your rack, and that's about it.
When you say we.
Okay, I'm qualified to judge the rack, and you can go in their little trans bathroom, and you can judge whatever you want to judge.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take $10 with you.
Special.
I hear it's
thank you.
It's half off. Here was the Michael Jackson joke about his favorite.
Oh, we have to play that. We have to play. Okay,
his favorite sale at Penny's. Michael Jackson's favorite sale at Penny's.
Oh, what was Michael Jackson's favorite sale at Penny's?
Little boy's pants, half off.
Hey!
See, it's a sex joke. Hey, you want to see something really cool?
If you make 4 cuts in a cardboard box like this, something incredible happens. I'll show you how this trick works in this short video. You'll need a cardboard box like this and a pair of scissors. Now take one of the shorter sides, which you can close here, and cut it in the middle right up to the cardboard, as you can see here, so that you now have 2 individual pieces.
Yeah, I understand what happens.
I'm telling you, you're going to go, whoa.
If it is not yet fully open, you should also open it here and then make this cut in the middle on both short sides, right up to the cardboard.
Is he gay or British?
If it looks like this at the end, you should first close
the 2 short sides
on the back and then the 2
Why do you hate the British?
Now turn the cardboard over again, because now you can do something really ingenious with it, which can certainly help you. You should now hold it by both sides and simply push them into each other. This will turn the cardboard from a landscape format into a lengthwise format. All I did with these 4 cuts, and
that's badass right there. Do you not see the value in being able to do that if you've got something that doesn't fit?
Because if you have a part in a larger format that you can't just get in here like this, as you can see with this tripod, and you don't have another suitable box, you just have to cut it down like this, and you get the whole thing packed here and can send it off.
Watch.
But did you know that you should never throw away empty toilet rolls, but hang them in your garden? You can.
Oh no!
Wait,
I did not know that.
I've not seen that part of it, and I'm just trying to. Let's all imagine.
I did not know that. I have to hang the empty toilet rolls in the garden.
What the hell could that?
What does that do?
What this trick is all about.
Find that video. I want to know what happened.
That bastard. That's a tease.
Oh, just go to it. Just click on it. I want to know now.
In this video,
watching
I'll show you why you should
informative videos on Saturday Morning Live.
Rolls again. So be sure to watch the video all the way to the end, because instead of throwing away your
did he turn into Hans Gruber?
Yes, how would you back off me with that? Okay.
Which you're bound to get anyway. You can use them for a completely different purpose.
Yeah, I know that. We can use them for
where's the bathroom part?
Yeah, I want to know about the garden.
All just completely jumbled up and rooted together. You can actually use the empty toilet paper rolls for that.
Yes, I know. What about the garden?
I want to know what you do in the garden.
That is, I'll see to it that I wind it up a little bit here, or get it into a shape that we can.
Yeah, I know. You fold it like that.
Use the toilet paper roll to make sure that the cables
are
wonderfully
it saves like that. Is perfect.
I think he lied to us about
what
the garden.
What about the garden?
That bastard lied to it. What, are you supposed to take the box of extension cords and shit and bury it in the garden?
Why? What about the?
There is nothing there about the garden. That was clickbait, and you fell for it. You said push the button. I was like, no, I don't want to push the button. Push the button, he said.
I did.
Come to L.A.
I want my money back.
Have some
money
laughs.
back.
We'll have a good time.
I want my money back. You saw the guy in Florida got a class action going against Netflix, right, for the fight. Awesome.
$50 million.
I'm in. I didn't think I was as angry as I was until I read that there's a class action against Netflix for $50 million. I'm in.
But here's and I already came up with a solution for Netflix. How many people watched the fight? Was it 60 million?
Well, I think it peaked at 65 concurrent million views. Yeah.
All right. So you say, all right, you're right.
$50 million settlement. 120 million eyes or whatever.
We're going to give,
which I believe was more than that.
We're going to give $1 back to everybody. Take $1 off your bill for the month to the people who bought the fight or the 60 million who were watching. There's a $50 million settlement.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And that very well could happen. Very well could happen. But they're not going to do that. I mean, they're just not going to do that. Shut up. They didn't charge you extra for the fight.
Mm-mm.
You got what you got. And I personally believe, I told you this already. I don't think, Netflix obviously has big shoulders and they can handle the complaints, but I don't think that it was all Netflix. Some of the issues were on Netflix end, but I think a lot of the streaming issues, those were on the local providers, not Netflix.
Prove it.
Mm-hmm. I think that it wasn't all Netflix. Netflix obviously has big shoulders and they can take the heat. But I feel like, and they did have some of their issues of their own, but some of the main big streaming issues, I believe, were local providers, not all Netflix. There, I proved it again. And you could prove it again by actually looking at where all the complaints that were coming from. So there were specific areas around the world country that were having bigger issues, and that's the provider, that's not Netflix.
I'm thinking about garlic bread at this point, that's all.
Not me.
That's all. Just a little
garlic
garlic bread.
I don't want anything to do with any of those.
What do you have against garlic bread?
I don't like garlic bread. I don't like regular bread. I don't like whatever the other nuts were. I don't like any of them.
Nah, I'm just gonna be here. We go.
Oh yeah, we have to do this. Yes. Okay, so pause this for a second. Okay, now this is the Guinness World Record Day, which I did not know existed, by the way, but it does. Guinness World Record Day.
That today?
And this is the world's tallest woman, female. We believe this is a female.
How do you know?
And I don't. And I was so shocked when I heard the world's tallest female talking to the shortest female. It's incredible.
Does she pick her up?
No, but I wanted her to.
Does she speak? Does the little thing speak?
Yes, they both do. It's incredible.
मुझे टॉलिस्ट गर्ल से मिलके बहुत अच्छा लगा और उनको मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम मिली.
The hell language is that?
Oh, so good. It's
what
so
language
good.
is that?
और उनका नेचर भी बहुत अच्छा है रुमेशा का.
Some kind of Indian BS.
Is it, when she's around your house, is it like my fear of having teacup poodles in the house that you're going to sit on them and squash them?
I think so.
All right, I
think so.
And Jody have a lot of in common. Being more slow, self-care, makeup, doing our nails, and jewelry.
Bless her heart. I mean, see, now
I
you
know.
Now you gave me the feels. I'm like, how horrible would it be to go through life? I mean, if you had to, which one would you rather be? Which one would you rather be?
That's a good question.
I already know. I'd take the.
You want the little one.
I'd take the little F for about that tall.
Yeah, you want the little one.
But let's go back to laughing at the big one.
I'm not laughing at either one.
Thank you. You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
This is not good to watch when you're stoned.
It cannot. It's almost like it can't be real.
This
it's
is
almost
not.
like it can't be real. It's just hilarious.
I told the story last night. I did a little watch party for the insiders, and I told the story of seeing Lobster Boy at the Freak Show at the Tennessee State Fair in 1991, and may have partaken of adult things prior to seeing the Lobster Boy. And Lobster Boy lived down in your area.
Yes,
Florida.
he did. I've met him multiple times.
Well, he's
I've
dead
met the whole
now,
damn
so.
family. I met the whole damn Freak family.
and
Because
he
that's
was-
where they all lived. They lived over there in
Winter Haven, Winter Park.
No.
Freakville.
Yeah, it's outside of Tampa, just the other side of Brandon. Gosh darn it! I can't remember anything today. I should have partaked in some edibles
Yes, you
last
should
night.
have
I might have been
partaked
able
too.
to remember something.
Woo. Yeah, but then I'm not sure which is more awkward, when they're talking or when they're not talking.
I know.
Because then it's just like you're in a surrealist painting.
Hello. Hi.
How funny would it have been if the tall one had just drop kicked the little one across the room? Hi.
It would have been funny if the little one started crawling up the walker. Let me get up here. It's like, I can't hear you down here. It was Gibsonton, Florida, just outside of Brandon. Tampa Bay,
It's lovely this time of year.
Yeah,
Look,
it's beautiful this time of year.
It's a jungle gym for the little. Is it a walker
It
or
is.
a
That
jungle
would
gym?
be awesome. That would be awesome. You start climbing up on the walker. Or she just bends down and says, I can't hear you. Get up here. Picks her up like a little cat. Puts her up there. Hilarious.
What if the
And maybe that's
one-
what
Huh?
Maybe that's what they had to do to get her to sit down in the chair when they're having tea. Right? How'd she get up in that chair?
Oh, they had to put her up there.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
somebody had to just pick her up and flop her up in the chair. Does she
because
have a handler?
She's at that point. She's a post turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did not. I mean, I guess she could have scrambled up that chair.
Here, let me use your walker and use it as a ladder. Climb up.
She has large ears. I guess that's just part
Yeah,
of the
I mean,
territory.
Obviously, there's something that's,
Are you about to say there's something wrong with
No.
her? How? I cannot
No.
believe you.
No, don't put words in my mouth. No.
I thought I was working with a human, not a monster.
Don't put words in my mouth, because that is not what I was going to say. Obviously she's suffering from some debilitative disease.
Remember in Men in Black, the first one, when he's at the post office and the tall alien comes out, unbuttons the coat, and there's like 6 aliens inside?
Oh, yeah.
Is it possible
It is. It is possible.
that's what
It
would
is
happen
possible.
here if we unzip?
It is possible.
That like 6 of her fall out.
Would be. This isn't even their house. This is like some hotel room that Guinness set up for them. No way.
Why
They
they
don't
don't
live in-
they don't allow
it's too-
freaks to have their own houses?
Ah,
What's
it's
wrong?
It's too
Nice?
it's too-
Is that what you're about to say? Too nice for
Yes.
freaks?
Yeah, it's too nice for freaks. Yeah.
You know,
It is.
I bet the toilets are a challenge for the little one. I mean, you got to be careful.
Well,
you climb up and
just
you got
have
to be
the right
careful you don't fall in.
They have a right. They have like a little dollhouse one that she can use. I
Well,
don't
and
know
then-
that it has active plumbing in it, but she's
I
got
was gonna
somebody else
say,
that
then
takes care
someone's
of
got
it
to
for her.
empty it.
Yeah.
You just follow her around like when you're walking the dog out in the
Well, they
neighborhood.
don't
you
follow her around, but you just have to. She has to tell you.
keep track
You have
of
to
where she
hopefully that
went.
you hear her.
Ah, gee, she's behind the door again.
She go. Where'd she go?
Somebody get the gloves. I'm not cleaning
I
it
mean,
up. I did it last
It'd be a
time.
good. I don't know what they pay to be the shortest woman on the earth handler, but
Cleaner
it might be worth it.
Person?
It might be. Yeah, I mean, how do you just bathe? You just dip her in the sink, and okay, we're done.
Do you dip her feet first or head first?
No, feet first. Yeah, obviously, you just dip her in there and just hold it a couple times, and pull her back out.
Before we're completely thrown off of the air, remember to download the Daily
You're gonna hawk your
Mojo
BB
app.
gun again?
I'm gonna hawk the BB gun again. The Red Ryder. We gave another one away yesterday to Shannon, and we have.
Oh, congratulations, Shannon!
2 more to give away. There are 2 more.
You know, if
here.
you have trouble finding a box that'll fit in, you can cut a couple of lids in half and fold the box.
You're just jealous. You are just jealous that you didn't think of that ingenious idea. Because I was at first watching him cut that. I said, what the hell is he going to do? And then when he did what he did, I was like,
fascinating.
I am impressed.
Pissed me off with the toilet roll thing, though. So I'm done
me
with
too,
them.
because I'm completely with you. It's look at that. It's time for the joke of the day.
Wait, what? Okay, well, before we go away, I mean, are we? It's a Thanksgiving week and holiday and next weekend. I mean, are we doing a holiday show?
Oh, after I discovered what a monster I'm working with, no, I'm not doing a Thanksgiving show with you.
I mean, the tryptophan will be worn off by Saturday, I'm hoping.
Nah.
Right?
You know, with all of we could have every good intention of doing it, and then Saturday morning would come and we'd be like,
nah.
Besides, everybody's going to be shopping next Saturday morning, because next Friday is Black Friday. Doesn't feel the same.
That's correct.
Can we still call it Black
that's
Friday?
Correct. Well, yeah.
It seems a little inappropriate in this time.
It's what it is. I don't know
just
why.
Just saying, it just seems inappropriate.
I want to see bathing time with the short.
Look,
I want to see bathing time with the shortest woman.
Well,
that has to happen.
Well, you know what
has to happen.
The old saying, you have to keep your midget clean.
You don't hear that often anymore, but it is an old saying.
No,
you have to keep your midgets clean.
You do have to keep your midget clean.
I thought we evolved from that, but apparently,
nope.
Apparently not. So that means it's time for the joke of the day. Is that why you're just throwing it to me like that? Okay.
Yep.
This was emailed to me to chewingthefat@theblaze.com. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think it was from Shy. If it wasn't Shy, then he could take credit for it because I'm telling him that he's the one that sent it to me. A criminal was sent to prison during his first time in the yard with the rest of the prisoners. He noticed they would walk up to each other and say a number, and everyone would break out laughing. And that night, he asked his cellmate, "What's going on?" And the time, because of the time the prisoners were able to socialize in the yard was limited, they put their jokes into a book and numbered them. So instead of wasting time telling a joke, they just told the number, and then their audience would remember the joke, and everyone would laugh. The new prisoner said, "Oh, okay, I got a copy of the jokes," and he did. He memorized them all by the number. But every time he walked up to a fellow prisoner, he told them a number, and no one would laugh. And when he asked, "How come nobody laughs at my jokes?" Some people just don't know how to tell a joke.
And on that note, the only question left to ask is, what are you going to do with the rest of your day now that Saturday Morning Live has come to an end? You're going to need a Jeffy fix at some point, and you can get it in all the right places. On X, @JeffyJFR. Send him an email, chewingthefat@theblaze.com. And remember, you can get a cameo from Jeffy, but it's not free. No. And if it's more of Brad Staggs that your heart needs, that's easy too. Follow him on all the socials @RealBradStaggs. He never checks his email, but you can try brad@thedailymojo.com. Anything you guys want to add?
Clean midget.
Good, because I have somewhere to be in about 15 minutes. Watch The Daily Mojo Monday morning at 7, and Chewing the Fat drops again Monday afternoon. Until then, I'm not Stu, saying hasta la vista, baby!